Well, it is officially Groundhog's Day in America in 2020. What does that mean? That means Joe Biden stuck his head out, saw his shadow, and now we have 6 more weeks of quarantine. This is Epic Thought. What up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting adventure of your favorite show to talk crap and all that fun debating. Epic Thought. What's up, everybody? If you don't know, my name is Ramon. I am president and CEO of Heritage Park Productions. And with me, always, the co-host with the most, Carla Finlayson. What's up, Carla? Say what's up.
Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
Coming all the way out there from Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, or wherever Texas you with. They all kind of migrate to the same area. Thanks for watching our show, man. Watching us on YouTube, Facebook, and HPTV. And also, if you're listening to us on iTunes or anything else, anywhere else you're listening to podcasts, thanks for coming on our show today. We have some interesting conversations. Sorry, I'm trying to turn off a fan. I can't seem to get it off. Trying to turn off a fan, but I can't seem to get it off. Carla's in Texas. I'm in California. And we just want to thank y'all for joining our show today.
Yeah.
What's going on, Carla? How's everything doing?
Good. It's very cold here today. I was like, ooh, my California bones can't handle this. But it's good.
It was cold out here today, too, but it was California cold. So that means it was 65.
Yeah, no.
It might have been 60. It might have been 60, but it was cold.
Yeah, no. Not here.
All right, cool.
But I like your clothes, so.
Yeah. So I didn't tell Carla this before the show, before we did this podcast, but I'm going to put it right now. Put it in the comments if you are pro Die Hard being a Christmas movie. If you are pro Die Hard being a Christmas movie, that's going to be our poll question of the day, Carla.
Wait, if you're a Die Hard what?
If you believe Die Hard is considered a Christmas movie.
Oh, okay.
If you consider it being Die Hard being a Christmas movie, let us know in the comments. We're definitely going to come to that realization at the end of the show, what you think about it. As a matter of fact, we'll make a banner so people will be reminded.
That's funny.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And we'll save our comments to the end. We're also going to talk about Christmas. And should you stay or go into poverty because of Christmas? We have some, and we also have some great ideas to share with how to be frugal and still love on your friends and family for Christmas. But first, news are speculating that we have a vaccine coming. The vaccine is technically here. It's already being used in Canada. The FDA, I believe, is on the verge of approving it here in America. We do have trial runs. We have people who are taking vaccines in America. This is really happening, and I personally I find it very amusing that we're having vaccines right now, and it's just an interesting time. I don't know how many people will be able to get a hold of the vaccine. That's still a question on everyone's mind. How many people will be able to get a hold of vaccines? What the vaccines are going to do? We don't really know what's in the vaccines. And listen, I read a number that said 65% of Americans don't even trust regular vaccines. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, how are you going to force this vaccine if most of America don't even take the flu shot? And then the other question is, a lot of Christians are having a hard time. I've heard some crazy people. I don't know if they're going left. I don't know if they're, and here's the crazy thing. Like, we'll discuss it today, Carla. I don't know if these people are completely off their rocker by saying that they believe that this is a sign of the mark of the beast. What do you think, Carla? Do you think this is a sign of the mark of the beast? This taking the vaccines, that mark of the beast to you?
I'm from the information that I have now, I'm going to say no. But of course, obviously, I don't know what's in the vaccine. I think it's really difficult to make a determination if, that's the mark of the beast. Um, because if we're going to take it biblically, the mark of the beast is essentially something that you're going to have to get in order to basically live in this world. Um, and as of right now, the vaccine's not mandatory. So I'm going to say no.
Okay, so you say that it's not mandatory. A lot of people are saying that, and maybe you can speak to this because you work a little bit in the healthcare healthcare scenario.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Leon? Leon's saying, "What's up?"
Hey.
How true is it that if people do not take this vaccine, they will not be allowed in the grocery stores? They will not be able to get care if they needed care. Like, how close to accurate are we on this? Or can this even be an option? Can this be possible? And are people really in trouble if they don't take this vaccine, from what your understanding is?
So I can't say what health organization I work for, but no, it's not mandatory at this time. And the reasoning behind that, I think, is because they still don't know or have all of the data available to really state what the side effects could potentially be. This is a rarely new vaccine, so I know there's some people at another hospital that are getting the vaccine, I think either this week or next week, and they're going to be following these people for 10 years. Following up with them. I don't know the details, how often or anything like that, but I don't think they can make something mandatory when they haven't been able to prove with any data what the accuracy is with this vaccine. So, if that answers your question.
It does, and I think people need to understand that if, like, Leon is saying that he bets business will make it mandatory, um, and where he works at, he said that it's optional, but how long will that last? Here's my other question that I wanted to ask, and I'll just shoot this to you, Carla, and LJ. You can respond to it too. If enough people take the vaccine, if a substantial amount of people take the vaccine, would it that would curve the line so much so that not everyone has to take the vaccine? Am I thinking too far ahead on that, or is that because in my math, if enough people, most percentage of people end up taking this vaccine, then they could cover a lot, that many people won't have to take the vaccine. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, just like the flu, there's more than one strain of COVID. So no, it's not guaranteed that if you get the vaccine that you won't get COVID from what they're saying right now. Um, they're anticipating that there's going to be another strand of COVID coming up. And yeah, the data does support that it's 90% effective. However, the data is not available stating how many people still got COVID after they had the vaccine. That data is not available yet. They haven't released that data. So they're saying it's 90% effective, but they're not giving you the full picture of the data or allowing you to read the data as of yet. So we don't even know what 90% effective means. Did they not get COVID during the trial, or did they get COVID after? We don't know.
And here's my other thing. A lot of people take it.
No, I've read the articles, and the articles leave out that fact. It's just saying 90% effective. Well, what does that mean?
Yeah. Here's the question I want to ask you too, because I'm only comparing this to what I know of vaccines, right? And so I know of the flu shot. I know in the flu shot, when I take the flu shot, I've only took the flu shot one time in my life. I'll never take the flu shot again because the last time I took the flu shot, I got the flu. Right? And that was part of the reason why they give us that shot. They want to put the virus in us to a dosage that our body could fight off and create the antibodies to make it accessible to have the flu.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same approach that they're doing with the vaccine? Do you know?
Well, the idea behind the vaccine is just like the flu shot, that if you do get another strand of COVID, that your body is going to be able to fight it better because you've already developed the antibodies that the vaccine for COVID is giving you, just like the flu. But there's some people that never get the flu shot and still never get the flu.
Yeah. So that's the question I'm asking. Like, so how confident are you when it comes to this thing right now?
I'm not getting the vaccine until I know until I have all the information. I mean, they're just telling us what the side effects are, but nobody's read. I don't know what healthcare professionals, if at all, have read all of the data yet, or if it's even been released. My understanding is that it has not been released yet. So we're just hearing second, maybe third-hand information at this point without knowing exactly what the side effects are. I mean, from what's been published, the side effects are basically COVID-like symptoms. Some people have them more severe than other, but do people get side effects? I'm pretty sure almost everybody or a lot of people have gotten side effects with dosage 1 and dosage 2.
So here are some of the side effects this is from Pfizer. Pfizer is the company that's kind of leading the charge on this. I think they have the closest vaccine that's looks like it's gonna hit the market at the fastest rate. In their trials, the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine trials include pain, redness, or swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, chills, muscle pain, and joint pain. And this was released last Tuesday. So there's definitely, and those are some of the same symptoms, like you said, for COVID itself. As believers, where should believers stand when it comes to COVID, in your opinion?
Wait, ask it one more time. I was reading LJ's statement. I'm sorry.
I said, as believers, for those who are scared and don't know what to do, Christians, should they be scared of this? Should they be scared of the vaccine? And is this something that should be taken very seriously, or is it lightly? What's the big deal? Why are people so freaked out about it from a believer standpoint?
I mean, there's a lot of things out there in the universe about the vaccination. And I think, we don't know yet what the side effects are. I know one thing is for sure: if you have an EpiPen, they do not recommend that you take the vaccination. So there are certain things that they're noticing that is causing adverse effects in some people. But the truth of the matter is science in general is an evolving thing in some cases, because as you get more data and as you see more things happen during these trials, the more and more you understand the effectiveness of vaccinations or any other type of medications. I mean, people don't know the effects that a certain medication has until they have the data and they see how it's affected people. So you can only determine what will happen to somebody when it happens.
Yes.
That's why, to me, because like LJ said, it's a new virus, they don't have the data to support what could happen, if anything at all, in the next 10 years. They don't know.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, why is this such a big conversation? Like, if they're going to monitor the volunteers for the next 10 years, why are we even talking about this vaccine if they have to look at people for the next 10 years to decide whether this thing was safe, and then they're going to give it to the rest of us? Like, we might as well just go back to opening up the country and everybody go back to their regular lives if it's going to take 10 years. Because normally people don't understand this too. The amount of time it takes to get a vaccine on the market is so long, and they go through so much. it doesn't make sense.
Right, Ivy.
Yeah. Shoot. So it doesn't make sense that they're rushing this. And I understand LJ's point. LJ saying they're trying to slow the spread down. There's part of the countries that really have slowed. Not the country. I'm sorry, not the country. I think America is doing a very, very bad job of slowing the spread of this process down because Americans just don't want to do what people are asking them to do. That's just bottom line. They just.
Yeah, but with that being said, I mean, Spain had the most severe lockdown, and they still have a high amount of COVID cases. So I think there's more factors than just shutting down a country.
I know, but again, we don't have. It's almost like, yeah, and that's what they're telling us in California too, because the hospitals. It's almost as if we don't have. I understand that we don't have, as a country, we don't have the mentality and we don't have the game plan to actually combat this and deal with this on a very intrinsic level that can help the people because we've never been there before. But at the same time, I don't think we have the right people in place anyway. President-elect, I'm going to use President-elect. President-elect Joe Biden is sitting there and he's bringing in Fauci back. And this whole year, I've said nothing but criticism. I've had nothing but criticism to Fauci. Don't trust the thing that man says. Never liked him. Never thought he was honest with us. And I think that he's just talking out of his backside because I don't think he even knows what's going on out here. And so here's the option is we're just going to create a vaccine and we don't know how it's going to help people. We don't know what's going to do to people for the next 10 years. That's kind of like, I'm not putting that in my body. Then I'll just have to grow my own fruit and grow my own food and have farm life, because if they're going to stop me from, that's what people are thinking. If they're going to stop me from going to the store, going to school, going to do this, and I got to show proof that I take the vaccine, that the chances are I'll just starve to death, and people are not done with that. Carla, though, here, check this out. We actually have video footage of a woman right now taking the vaccine, and see if she has any adverse response to it. So right now we have a video that we're about to play. This video is a woman who's taking the vaccine. She's an older woman, and she's taking her vaccine. Oh no! Oh no!
You're a mess.
That's it. I ain't taking the vaccine. On that note,
you're a mess.
I just felt I saw that I had to put it out there. That's what it's gonna be like.
That's funny.
So, Carla, you're running for president, right? In the next couple of years. What do you think we should have done? What do you think we should do?
Listen, I think so. I've listened to a couple of things. I think health is much more than just a vaccine. I mean, your health is a all-encompassing thing. Good sleep, good food, all of these things play a major part in our health. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I would do. I would definitely have to consult with some people to figure out what the right solution would be, because I'm not a doctor.
And on top of that, Ivy just mentioned that he would ruin your chance of running for elective office because he's a thug.
No, maybe he would be a good
first homeman.
Maybe he should run for office then. People like thugs.
People like telling you, Carla, I'm telling you, Merchant Finlayson 2024.
No, Ramon. I don't know.
Yeah, never mind.
I don't know. I feel like
there's too many skeletons in the closet. We couldn't do it.
But on a note with COVID, one thing that I have been reading is the COVID vaccine is not going to guarantee that you don't catch COVID.
Mm-hmm.
that's what people should know, because there's more than one strand. So I'm curious to see how effective this vaccine is going to be long term. We don't know how long you have the antibodies after you get the vaccine in your body. Those are things that they have not revealed in the data, probably because they don't have it yet.
Yeah. I think people are putting the cart before the horse. This is going to be a much longer time than expected. With that being said, we need to come up with another plan because I think another thing is a lot of people, like you said, are looking at the vaccine as the end all be all. In that this is going to cure it, this is going to end it, and we'll be back to normal in no time once this vaccine hits the floors. I don't think it's going to get to that point. I don't think it will be back to normal anytime as soon as that vaccine hits normal, because again, we're getting all kind of reports. Leon is saying that he's reading that it's preventative. I'm reading 90% preventative. I'm reading that they can't guarantee that you're not going to get COVID by taking this vaccine. And God forbid we get to a place where the death toll goes up because of the vaccine, or that person dies who've taken the vaccine. And again, if we're not going to be able to mark that for 10 years, I think at this point we need to come up with a different game plan than just to do this. But to all the believers and the Christians out there who thinks that this is the mark of the beast, I'm gonna have to let you know something real quick. You need to kind of chill out a lot. Okay, you're gonna need to chill out a lot. This is not the mark of the beast. At least I don't see it. I don't see it being I don't see it being the mark of the beast. I do think we are way away from that. I don't have any biblical facts. This is just my head talking out loud. I think we're a few years removed from tribulation, if you want to talk about tribulation, and this being it. I think Christians are so quick to catastrophize stuff that we're quick to say, "Oh, this is it. This is the beginning of the end for all of us," And I don't think we're even at that place yet. But I think it goes back to what you're saying. I think COVID has really opened people's eyes. Not open. I think it should have. We did a show called "What We Should Have Learned in the Last 3 Months," and I think in that show, one of the things I've missed, didn't get a chance to say is I do believe that COVID should have taught us to be more responsible, take more personal responsibility in our health, take more personal responsibility in our lifestyle, and personal responsibility in who we are as a people, and not necessarily worry about what everybody else is doing. Because I honestly didn't even know the vaccine was coming until somebody told me, it's the mark of the beast, right? And I'm like, the Bible doesn't have to be. The Bible would have told us. If the mark of the beast was a vaccine, they would have told us. Okay.
I don't agree with that.
You don't think that the Bible would tell us?
No, I don't think the Bible was like. I don't think John was like, that looks like a vaccine. Like, did they know what vaccines were in the Bible?
No, I didn't know what vaccines were, but I'm saying, like, if John would have picked up that it was a vaccine or something like that, he would have used different kind of phrasing. He wouldn't say a mark on the hand, mark on the forehead. They're not giving a vaccine in our temple. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we don't know. We don't know what they're going to do in the next 10 years. I mean, here's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that it's the mark of the beast. I'm not going to say any of that. But I do think that anything that is mandatory in order for you to make a living causes me to pause. Okay, I'm going to say that. It's a cause for pause. Anything that you have to get in order to live your normal life, to me, is something to think about. I'm going to say it that way.
How far do you think we are from that? Because I didn't know we were that close to it. And I agree with you. You think we're far? Far.
Because this vaccine is not available to the average Joe Schmo. This vaccine is only going to be available to first-line responders, and I think maybe at-risk populations. But that's what I'm saying. The data that they have with throwing around 90% effective, we still don't know if it's 90% effective within the first month, within the first 2 months. How do we know how long people develop antibodies to this vaccine after they get it? We don't know. Are we going to have to get it every 3 months? Do you see what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
a lot more variables to this vaccine that the data hasn't been released to everybody yet.
Mm.
So it's hard to make an informed decision. It's hard to make an informed decision when you don't have all the information. If you're scared, get a shot.
You're scared to get a shot. On a side note, on a side note, this has nothing to do with COVID. But 2 questions: is Ivy shirtless in this picture? I always wonder if he's shirtless in this picture. And don't he kind of look like a backup singer for D'Angelo?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Man. Matthew Hamill said, "Did you wear a mask while driving with your windows up during the COVID 2020 pandemic?"
Only when I forget to take my mask off. Like, why do I have this on my face?
I certainly did and not realize. Leon said, "Girl, you're shut. Girl, get your shot and hush up."
Heck no.
And Ruben says you'll need a shot every year like the flu, which I kind of see that possibly happening. And he's saying yes. I think he's saying yes to that. He's not wearing a shirt in that picture. I always look at that picture. I'm like, I think he's shirtless in that picture. Just the gold chain makes me the gold chains you see in the shot just kind of look like D'Angelo's. Like,
I am shirtless. Like he should be like, oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Shoot up.
How does it feel? Oh, that's a song.
That's a good song. I can't say it's a good video, but it's a good song.
And since we're on tangents, this is what we do on Epic Thoughts. Remember to answer our poll question: is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I'm going to just go out and say yes. We'll talk about it later. But is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Okay, first off, what year was that movie released?
Die Hard was, I think, 88, 89.
Bro, I was like a child, a baby, when that movie was released. Buff Cuz. That's funny.
That should be his new DJ name, DJ Buff Cuz.
DJ Buff Cuz. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. He said, nah, fat now.
That's horrible. Horrible. What are the people saying about the movie?
No one said anything about the movie yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't see. For some reason, I can't pull up the chat on my phone unless I'm on the app because I'm on the web browser. So I can't see what they're saying.
I see. So we're on the same boat. What about you? Everyone like Ivy, LJ, Matt, are you guys going to take is this a vaccine? Is it something that you are opting into? Do something that you feel comfortable going on to it? Or are you going to end up like this young lady who took this? Let's play it again. I just got to play it again. That's what's gonna happen, bro. That's just a couple months after the vaccine.
Nah, man. First of all, was that lady really taking the COVID vaccine?
I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know. I did see a first responder take it. There's a first responder that take it.
Okay, LJ, for you, if the military mandates it, what do you do? Do you say, peace out, military? Thanks for everything you've done, but I ain't taking it. Ivy said, nope, I'm going to let the sheeple take it first. That's so bad.
I'm definitely not taking this vaccine. Definitely not taking the vaccine. And I'm okay with that.
I did also read that I think it gave like I don't know if it's this vaccine, but I think it did give like maybe 1 or 2 people a neurological problem, and they called it something. I would have to look up the name because I'm not familiar. So I don't know. I mean, even if that was a possibility, I still wouldn't want to take it if I could end up with a neurological disorder. Like, how do
Like,
you know?
are you talking about like cerebral palsy?
No, it's something specific. I just can't. Um, it's something with an M. Ah, so you would be absent that day. Got it. They'd be like, LJ, when are you coming back to work?
Are we still taking? Are we still taking it?
Like, how many sick days do you get
Right.
to be absent?
Before I answer that question, where are we at with this COVID testing?
What do you mean?
No,
Oh,
no.
oh, you know what? It was in England that happened. I don't know if it's the same same company of vaccine, because I know there's a few that have been producing the vaccine. So I would have to see if it's the same one.
Got you.
Because I know every country has a little bit of a. You said it was Canadian, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Canada.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's a lot of different companies that are manufacturing it. So. Yep.
So LJ, I'm the vaccination champ.
Right?
Oh,
I think it's just hard because everybody's genetic makeup is so different.
yeah. And I think it's gonna be, yeah.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at now. I got two screens.
Oh, geez,
So
Louise.
I have two screens. So
I'm like,
I was
looking at something.
Huh?
I said you're looking at something.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next topic.
Let's go to the next topic. Yeah, I was trying to put this other picture up on our video, but I can't find it. I couldn't get it. So we're done with that. All right. So the next video, next subject, Carla. Let's talk about Christmas, man. Every year on Epic Thoughts, bro answers my text, big dog. Oh, he's telling me answer my text, big dog. I thought I did answer your text. Is he texting me right now? I will I will answer your text. I'll take more of a concerted effort to answer your text, LJ. I promise. But here's my deal, Carla. Every year on Epic Thoughts, we get to Christmas season, and you always have a push to not buy Christmas gifts for people.
I do.
That's you do.
That's how you do it.
Carla, we could go in the archives, and it's a known fact that Carla is not about to get nobody anything for Christmas.
It's not. I do give people things for Christmas. This is my stance, so I can clarify.
Okay.
I don't think that you should stress or struggle to buy people gifts if you can't. And I'm not cheap, Ivy. I'm just first off, I'm not even gonna deal with you, Rufus, in public, because all the gifts that I've given you, sir. Anyway, I don't think that it's wise or the pressure that Christmas puts on people to buy gifts when they can't do it. And I just don't like that aspect about it. I have an air fryer.
Mm-hmm.
I know why LJ's saying that. That's hilarious. Oh man.
So Carla, what do you go ahead?
No, I mean I like thoughtful gifts. I appreciate gifts. I do give gifts and I like to be thoughtful about them, but I don't like what it does to people.
What does it do to people?
Some people just like go overboard and stress themselves out to give people gifts. And personally, I don't ever want somebody to be in a bind just to buy me something, because it's more important to me to spend time with people that I love and care for than it is for, you to be in debt to get me something,
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part of it that I don't like.
Yeah.
People gift shame. That's true. They do.
That is true.
And to me, Christmas isn't about that. It's about spending time with your family and acknowledging the reason for the season,
Do you ever feel gift shame? Like if somebody gets you a gift and you know darn well you didn't get them nothing, do you feel like, oh man, I'm obligated to give them something?
Sometimes. I mean, I was like, man, I didn't get. They thought about me, but I didn't think about them. I feel horrible. But I definitely tried to show my appreciation for that person for sure.
Ivy, Ivy said, if you broke, I'm trying to say like Ivy says it. If you broke, you shouldn't feel bad about not buying anyone anything, especially in this pandemic.
Oh,
and shame on you if you're pressuring someone knowing what's going on in this world.
Word, homie. And I'm glad you corrected his grammatical error.
Yeah.
I agree. Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. Liam said, I'm rich broke. I need to know what rich broke means because I think I'm rich broke too.
You got money, but you ain't got money to be buying folks nothing.
See how my checking account is set up, how my bank account set up. My checking and going my savings. I gotta pull it from my savings and stuff like that. Which honestly, I actually had to do today. I had to pull money from my savings into my checking anyway.
For Christmas?
No, not for Christmas, just in general.
Oh. But okay, so me and you have had these conversations before, not during a pandemic.
Right.
Have you ever been gift shamed?
Oh yeah.
He's like every year.
Every year. And I gotta say this too. And not only have I been gift shamed, I can say that I'm guilty of shaming other people too.
Oh, see? No.
I've shamed other people before. My medicine cabinet is full of 30. I counted 30 colognes, aftershaves, and body sprays from Big Lots. I know they're all from Big Lots. So I know I'm gonna get Jordache every year. I'm gonna get Jordache Basics. I'm gonna get some off-brand cologne, body spray for men. Like either people are really trying to tell me something, or they just like, what can we get Ro? So now I tell people, if you have to get me a gift, go over to Five Below and grab me $20 worth of stuff.
Or wouldn't this be a great Christmas gift? Like, if you want to give me something, invest in my business.
Oh God, that's what you could do. And like a plush transformer. I've gift shamed the person that gave me that plush transformer. Oh my gosh.
Rory gifted cologne. Now you know if you've ever gotten cologne from Ramon, it was a re-gift.
It was a re-gift from somebody else. And I have 30 to 35 bottles. Haven't even touched them.
That's a lot.
Yes, and they're all Christmas gifts. Like,
do you not wear cologne?
Gifts. Huh?
Do you not wear cologne?
I wear one cologne. I wear Nautica. Like, I wear a name brand cologne. But I got Adidas body spray. It's just bad. So, what are some options? Give the people some options, Carla. If you don't have any money, what's something that you can do that you can show gratitude and appreciation for somebody without spending money this holiday season?
Without spending any at all?
Or a limited amount. Let's say you have a limited amount of money.
You can bake them something. You can give them pictures. You can make something. Right. You need to invest in the stock. You can cook them a meal. Make some bruschetta. I got you. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
I was the same boat. I was like, you should try to bake them something. I think baking a cake or making a pie or baking cookies is a good idea. Something nice. We live in a day and age where stuff is conveniently priced. That's awesome. So you can do like, I remember one year I took the picture of the twins and made a calendar for them. And I did get gift shamed. I'm not gonna lie. So I gave it to somebody, and somebody was like, "So you didn't spend any money on me?" That's what they said to me.
Okay, no. I mean, that's priceless.
It's priceless. I mean, it technically only lasts a year because it was a calendar, but I put thought behind it. I went and I invested money into it. It wasn't that cost effective. It cost me a couple cents. I'm not gonna lie, it did cost me a couple cents. But actually cost a couple dollars because I made a few of them and gave them to family. And I thought that was cool. And then I actually baked cookies and gave them with cookies.
Now, this is just a word of advice for everybody out there. If you, there you go, $5 gift card to Starbucks.
Yep, always works.
And if you don't have $5, then you shouldn't be at Starbucks.
Yep.
So when I used to work for the county as a caseworker, he said, I'm going to give each kid a Robinhood account with 100. There you go.
That's
Smart. I used to work for the welfare department issuing cash.
I'm sorry. LJ had me corrected. Because I be saying you get sold, but LJ said, hell no, you be out here itching.
So not me, but one of my coworkers had a lady that during December was really, really upset because she hadn't received her food stamps because every year she makes tamales and she sells them.
Mm-hmm.
That is illegal. It is illegal.
That's illegal, right? You can't do that with your food stamps.
That is illegal. You cannot use your food stamps that the government is giving you to make a profit. Those stamps are supposed to be to feed your family. So don't do that. If you're on food stamps and you want to bake somebody something, don't tell the worker.
Don't tell the worker.
Just do it in silence. Just quietly do it.
It is capitalism at its finest, though.
Yes.
Other people's money.
100%.
I want to know, did they take her food stamps or they be like, we know that's why you didn't get them?
No, we were like, ma'am, that's illegal. Okay. We just the worker politely let her know that was illegal.
Mm-hmm.
What else can you do? Can we confirm or deny that she didn't sell them? We would have to it would be a lot of work to catch somebody doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't do that. Don't use your food money to sell stuff.
Here's something else you can do with if you have little to no money. You can write them a poem or a song.
What if it sucks?
Isn't it the thought that counts?
I wasn't mad at her hustle, but ma'am, it is the thought that counts for sure.
You can make a song. I'm trying to think what else I have here.
What else? I mean, socks.
Socks?
I don't know. That costs money.
Oh, you could frame it like LJ. If you made like a nice poem, you put it in the frame. You can get you a nice little frame at Dollar Tree. Listen, here's a secret to Dollar Tree. People don't know the secret to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has a secret. They stock their stores based on the neighborhood the Dollar Tree is in. So if you live in the hood and you go to the Dollar Tree in the hood, you're gonna get hood stuff. If you go to a rich neighborhood and go to that Dollar Tree, you'll find some fabulous things. I found a whole Carla this weekend at the Dollar Tree in Rancho Cucamonga. Altaloma, I found a whole handy set with a full out hammer, screwdriver, legit for $1.
That's what I'm saying. It's possible. Hey,
we need a new KD album. We all need it. Where's the new KD album? And KD just got on. He's trying to get in.
Put me in this thing. Oh Jesus. Send him the link. But I'm looking at
that Dollar Tree logic is an epic thought. Yes.
I love the Dollar Tree and the 99-cent store.
You just gotta go to the right ones.
I agree. I found some treasures. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Treasures.
Yep.
I used to find great stuff there.
Good. So here's our question for the day. No one's really commented on it. I'll pull it up again. Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? Carla?
I'm going to say, okay, wait. Were all the other Die Hards after that also released during Christmas?
The second one was, yes.
And then the third?
Was not released during Christmas. Then fourth and fifth also were not released during Christmas.
So then I'm gonna say no.
Because the other ones weren't released during Christmas?
Because a Christmas movie is a movie built around the Christmas theme. Right?
I guess so.
So a Die Hard movie was only, based around Christmas because it was released during Christmas time, but not the movie itself is not related to Christmas.
The movie, both the Die Hards, all the events in Die Hards were on Christmas Eve, and it was very clear reference that this was happening on Christmas Eve.
But was it about Christmas? Or was it just Christmas? Was Christmas the backdrop of what was happening?
Christmas definitely was the backdrop.
So it wasn't the thing.
No, it was the backdrop.
So I'm going to go with a no.
LJ is going to dispute you. He's saying yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Okay, so under those statements, is Krampus considered a Christmas movie?
Krampus?
Krampus, yes.
The scary movie?
Yes.
I've never seen it. What is it about?
It's about Krampus, the opposite of Santa Claus. So if you're on the naughty list, you get Krampus. But instead, Krampus comes and starts killing people.
Well, it's about Christmas. You just didn't make it on the Christmas list, right?
So according to that theory, Anti-Christmas, is Krampus a Christmas movie?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, when you think of a Christmas movie, movies that are Christmas movies are about Christmas, right?
Okay, right. And Krampus is about Christmas, so to speak.
Yeah, so then I'm going to say yes, but it's just a different perspective. Okay, what is Die Hard 1 about? Remind me, because,
Die Hard. Okay. Die Hard is about a man by the name of John McClane.
Okay, yes.
Visiting his wife for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's working and they are separated, but he's trying to mend their relationship. So he decided to take a flight to LA to spend the holiday season with her and her kids.
Okay, I'm gonna say the first one is a Christmas movie, but maybe the other ones are not.
The first Die Hard.
Yeah.
The second one is the same concept. They are stuck in the airport trying to get home for Christmas, and it gets overrun by terrorists.
Then I'm gonna say the first and the second one are Christmas movies.
All right, there you go.
The other ones perhaps are not.
Okay. LJ has said that, side note, we have a lot of side notes on this episode today. I'm starting a new campaign for Heritage Park to go on TikTok.
Woo!
That's a lot of work for us old heads. I'm open to the discussion.
LJ is gonna make me get on freaking TikTok so I can be addicted to TikTok and spend 5 million hours on TikTok laughing.
Yeah. That's an interesting concept. A Heritage Park TikTok. I'm open to the idea. IV said it is a Christmas movie. We discussed this on another episode. We did discuss it on another episode, but it's always something to come back to.
You're making me want to go watch it.
Die Hard?
Yeah.
Carla, you have to watch Die Hard. It's one of the best action films of all time.
I know it's your favorite. I know. Oh. Okay. I know we've talked about this before, but remind me, do you think that Bruce Willis is the best action star of all time?
Oh, God.
He's up there.
He's up there. He's in
the top 5.
He's in my top 5. My top 5 would be Bruce Willis would be in the top 5, along with The Rock.
Tom Cruise. Come on.
Tom Cruise is on there. And he just got there because, like, the last Mission Impossible made me a believer. Like, Fallout was dope. Fallout was dope.
Tom Cruise has been there, bro.
Statham, of course.
But
Jason
he's a
Statham.
horrible actor.
But you don't have to act to fight people. And then
Well, that's
I
why
don't
Tom
know
Cruise is amazing because he's a good actor as well.
who. Yeah, Leon said Will Smith, so I'll go with Will Smith.
I was gonna say Will Smith.
I sent real TikToks, you never respond. I don't get TikToks from you. Maybe Kevin Davis totally hates my. So LJ said Bruce Willis is top 5. Okay, along with he also put Keanu, Tom Cruise, Will Smith.
What about Denzel? Is Denzel considered an action star?
What's Snipes? I guess so. No, Denzel. I don't know if I put Denzel as an action star, but he's done action movies. You know what I put up there instead? I don't know who my 5 was. I would actually throw Ryan Reynolds in there before. Huh?
Like because of Deadpool?
No, because of like Safe House.
Now, has Chris Hemsworth proven to be an action star yet with his Netflix movie? What about the other Chris that did Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic Park?
Chris Pratt, not necessarily to the point where I'm like he's my top 5 action.
He hasn't proved himself yet. Okay,
he hasn't proved himself. So
wait, Jamie Foxx? What? Oh, with the Netflix movie,
Netflix movie.
But is he top 5 action stars? He needs to do a little more action movies.
I think he needs to do it. I think all those people you named, the 2 Chris's, and Jamie Foxx. Yeah, do a little bit more. I mean, Jamie Foxx did do the Spider-Man series.
That's right. You know what? I never saw that Spider-Man.
It was an interesting take. But
he's coming back.
Yeah, the rumor is that he's coming back.
Oh, you told me that.
Yep, for the new Spider-Man, along with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Kirsten Dunst, and Emma Stone for the new Spider-Man. So Kevin Davis, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris. Those are the OGs. I will say those are OGs, but I don't know if they're in my top 5 anymore because they just can't do what they used to do.
Interesting.
Jamie and the Kingdom. I heard the Kingdom.
Yeah, it was a good movie, but we're talking about proven action stars that like is a proven action star like a blockbuster actor who can bring people? Like, is that part of the criteria?
That's what I would see for an action star. An action star would be somebody that if you're going to make a blockbuster film and there's going to be a bunch of explosions and people fighting, who's in the middle of that? And to me, Tom Cruise, Bruce Willis, The Rock, even Ryan Reynolds I could put there.
I don't know if I put Ryan Reynolds there. He would be on the same wavelength to me as all the other Marvel characters. Mel Gibson. Yes. Yes. I would.
Liam Neeson. Maybe Liam Neeson before Mel Gibson.
Heck no. Liam Neeson can't act.
Liam Neeson can't act? Liam Neeson can act.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of someone else.
You scared me.
He's the Taken guy, right?
Yes.
He can act. Yes, he can act. Correct.
I never got into John Wick. And Keanu was pretty great.
In the Matrix?
In the Matrix, he's great. I just never got into John Wick. I just never bought into it.
The thing about Keanu Reeves is he's just a monotone actor, which worked for the Matrix, but it doesn't work for all movies, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, Tom Cruise and like Bruce Willis, and The Rock is a different type of blockbuster star, but like Tom Cruise and Bruce Willis can actually act their butts off. The Rock is not the best actor, but for the roles that he plays, like he plays them well. Like he knows his reach as an actor.
Who, The Rock?
Yes, he knows what type of roles fit him good. But like Tom Cruise is a phenomenal actor.
Yes.
And so is Bruce Willis.
The Rock is not terrible.
He's not a great actor. He's a great action star, and that's really it.
Rock is good when you put him in the right role.
That's what I'm saying. He knows what type of roles to play.
Jackie Chan.
Nah.
Nah, Jackie Chan's too old to be on this list. He's up there with Arnold. Kevin Hart, yeah.
But is Kevin Hart really an action star, or is
no? Kevin Hart is not an action star.
He's the person. He's the sidekick to the action star. What about Ice Cube?
No.
Fair enough.
Not Matt Damon either. Okay, so you say The Rock. I say a worse version of The Rock is Vin Diesel.
Fair enough.
I think he's a worse version of The Rock. I cannot watch him. I can't.
I mean, I can watch him, but
some other honorable mentions. I think Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, for sure, honorable mention. Yeah.
Yep.
Matt Damon's phenomenal in the Bourne series. I agree.
Yeah, but that's just the role. Like I don't see him doing.
You don't see him as an action star.
No, I see more Mark Wahlberg in an action star, or even more than Matt Damon. Jeremy Renner. I think Jeremy Renner did better in his one Bourne movie than Matt Damon did in all the Bourne movies. But Matt Damon is awesome.
No,
Jeremy Renner is intense. I love Jeremy Renner.
I mean, he's great, but I wouldn't say better.
Better, and I guess I have to watch the Bourne series. I have to watch the Bourne series again.
What about female action stars?
Okay, now we talking. Gail. Oh yes, top Scarlett Johansson. I can't think of any other women, unfortunately.
You can't think of any other women? Old school Nicolas Cage. Get it right, Kevin. Old school Nicolas Cage.
Scarlett Johansson, yes, 100%. I
would even put Angelina Jolie in there.
You wouldn't?
I would.
Oh, okay. Jennifer Garner.
What's the movie? I've never seen that movie. Bro, did you leave the studio? Where did Ramon go? Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna keep talking. I don't know what show that is, Leon, or what movie that is. But if it's Jennifer Garner, she hasn't done an action movie in a while. What other females? What about Charlize Theron? She's done quite a few action movies. Would you guys consider? Jennifer? What's the girl's name from the Hunger Games? Is she considered an action star? She's a pretty good actress too. Where is Ramon? Where are you, Ro? Let me call him. Let's call him. What happened to Ramon? Let's see. It's ringing. What happened to you, Ro? Oh, okay. So the show is ending, folks. So I am going to end it. Ramon's computer had a malfunction. But okay. Bye, Ro. I'll end the show. So in conclusion, folks, Die Hard 1 and 2 are for sure Christmas movies. And we can continue our action star conversation at another time. But on behalf of me and Ramon, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we always, always, always have such a great time. And we will definitely consider TikTok for Epic Thoughts. Love you all. Be safe. Stay safe. Do your research. Have a great night. Bye.